In 2008, one man was facing total destruction. His rocket company had just failed for the third time. His car company was weeks away from bankruptcy. His personal life had completely collapsed. He had poured every single dollar he had into these two companies, and now both were dying. His friends told him to stop. His own family thought he had lost his mind. Even the world's smartest investors said, "It's over, walk away." But this man sat in his office alone at 2 a.m. and made a decision that would change human history forever. This is the story of Elon Musk, not the billionaire you see today, but the broken, desperate man that nobody talks about. Elon Musk was born on June 28, 1971, in Pretoria, South Africa. From the very beginning, life was not easy. His parents divorced when he was just 9 years old. He chose to live with his father, Elon Musk. That decision would haunt him for years. Elon was a difficult man, cold, harsh, critical. At school, things were even worse. Elon was small, quiet, and different. He loved books and computers when other boys loved sports. They saw him as weak, as strange. So, they bullied him every single day. One day, a group of boys threw him down a flight of stairs. Then they beat him until he lost consciousness. He woke up in the hospital. This was not a one-time incident. It happened again and again. But inside this quiet boy was a mind that saw the world differently at 10. He taught himself computer programming. At 12, he created his own video game and sold it for $500. Not bad for a boy who was constantly attacked. At 17, Elon left South Africa. He left his father and his comfort zone. He moved to Canada with almost no money. He worked on farms, cut logs, cleaned boilers, whatever. It took to survive. He transferred to the University of Pennsylvania. Then he dropped out of Stanford after 2 days. It was 1995. The internet was just beginning. Elon felt in his bones. This was the most important moment in human history. With his brother Kimball, he started Zip 2. They slept in the office on beanbags and showered at the YMCA. In 1999, Compaq bought Zip 2 for $307 million, Elon's share, $22 million. He was 27 years old. Most would retire. Elon immediately put $10 million into an online payment company, which eventually became PayPal. In 2002, eBay bought PayPal for $1.5 billion, Elon's share, $180 million. He was 31 and rich. And then he did something that made everyone think he had gone completely insane. Elon Musk took his $180 million and bet it all, not on one company, on two. In 2002, he founded SpaceX. His goal, make humanity a multiplanetary species, colonize Mars. Every aerospace expert told him he would fail. Rockets are not built by startups. You will lose everything. In 2004, he invested in Tesla Motors. Everyone laughed. Electric cars don't work. The oil companies will crush you. By 2006, Elon had poured almost all his money into SpaceX and Tesla, he was nearly broke. Then disaster struck. SpaceX attempted its first rocket launch, Falcon 1, March 24, 2006. It failed. Second launch, March 2007, failed again. Third launch, August 2008, failed again. $100 million gone. Meanwhile, Tesla was running out of money. The 2008 financial crisis had destroyed the global economy. Tesla was weeks away from bankruptcy. Elon's marriage collapsed. He was borrowing money from friends to pay rent. September 2008. Elon was sitting in his office alone. He had enough money for one final rocket launch. Just one. If it failed, SpaceX was dead. Tesla was already dying. Everything he had sacrificed, gone. He later said, 2008 was the worst year of my life. I was having panic attacks. I couldn't sleep, but I kept asking myself, is what I'm doing important enough to keep going? And every time, the answer was yes, because SpaceX wasn't just about rockets. It was about the survival of human consciousness. On September 28, 2008, Elon Musk gave the order for the fourth launch, the last shot, the final chance. The Falcon 1 rocket ignited. It rose from the launch pad. Seconds passed, then minutes. No explosion. It kept going. Higher and higher. The team in the control room held their breath. And then it happened. Falcon 1 reached orbit. The first privately built liquid-fueled rocket to reach Earth's orbit. The control room exploded. People were crying, hugging, screaming. Elon Musk stood in front of his team, and he was crying too. 6 weeks later, NASA awarded SpaceX a $1.6 billion contract. The company had just become NASA's partner. And Tesla, on December 31st, 2008, the very last day of the worst year, Elon closed a funding round that saved Tesla. Today, SpaceX is valued at over $150 billion. It regularly sends astronauts to the International Space Station. Tesla is the most valuable car company in the world. Elon Musk became the richest person on Earth. But here is what matters most. In 2008, he had nothing. No money, no marriage, no guarantee of success. Just a mission he refused to abandon. And the question he kept asking, is what I'm doing important enough? The answer was always yes. And that yes changed the world. He didn't succeed because he was a genius. He succeeded because he had a mission bigger than his fear. Most people give up when things get hard. But when you're working for something that truly matters, failure is just another step. Ask yourself today, what am I working toward? Is it important enough to keep going when everything falls apart? Because the people who change the world are never the ones who never failed. They are the ones who failed and got up anyway. If Elon Musk's story moved something inside you, subscribe to Mosaddek Story. Every week we bring you a story like this one.